Night 2020. Of course, you're on the campus of Western Washington University, and tonight your Vikings will play host to Simon Fraser. Well, tonight is senior night, and we're going to celebrate 6 phenomenal student athletes who are playing their final home game right here tonight in Carver Gym. However, before we introduce the Western Washington University seniors, we would like to salute our fantastic band and thank them for all they have done this season to create a home court atmosphere. Fans, we would also like to salute Simon Fraser's great class of seniors. There's 3 of them: Othanel Spence, Michael Provenzano, and Michael Hannon. Congratulations to them on fabulous careers, and we'd like to thank them for the great border battles we've had right here on this court. Fans, will start off tonight by saying that the Western Washington University Athletics and Basketball Program would like to recognize the senior cheerleaders who have been instrumental in creating an energetic atmosphere at all of our home games. Please welcome to the court a 2-year member of the team, Lexi Colon. She is joined by her mother, Jennifer, father, Angel, and her sister, Gabby. Next up, we have a 3-year member of the squad, Kenzie Dick. Kenzie is joined by her dad, Marty, her mother, Kristen, sister, Lexi, Uncle Brad, Uncle Chris, her Aunt Bray, cousins, Raylyn, and Macy. All right, fans, next up, we have a 4-year letter winner for the Vikings, Jess Dela Cruz. Jess is joined by her mother, Jackie, her father, Rome, and her brother, Ben. Another 4-year member of the squad we would like to recognize, Madeline McPherson. Maddie is joined by her father, Randy, her mom, Francine, and her sister, Victoria. Our final cheer senior that we'd like to recognize is a 2-year member of the team. Please welcome Taylor Skaden. Taylor tonight is joined by her mom, Kim, her brother, Tim, and her grandparents, Cindy and Steve. Fans, one more time, put your hands together and give a warm round of applause for all of our senior Viking cheerleaders. And now, fans, on to the main event. We are about to celebrate 6 amazing seniors who will go down in history as Vikings. They're Vikings tonight, and they will always be Vikings in our heart. Leading off the senior celebration tonight, he's a native of Bakersfield, California. Welcome to the court, number 3, Tucker Annie Gunberg. Tucker is a 3-point sharpshooter. He's appeared in 41 games. He had his season cut short this year by a knee injury, but he's a threat from anywhere on the court when he's healthy. We are truly glad that he became a Viking and can't wait to see amazing things he'll do as a dad and moving forward in life. Fans, this is senior guard number 3, Tucker Annie Gunberg. Tucker is joined by his father, Todd. Our next senior joined us from Portland Community College and will leave Western Washington University with a highlight reel of thunderous dunks and clutch 3-pointers. Number 25, Cam Rutherford. In 52 games with the Vikings, Cam has averaged over 8 points and nearly 5 rebounds a game. He's a great student athlete and fantastic teammate, and of course will always be a loved member of the WWU family. Fans, once again, senior forward Cam Rutherford, who is joined by his mother, Maureen, and his father, Chris. Our next senior is another sharpshooter, and he's from right here in Bellingham, Washington. Played his high school basketball at Seaholm High School and also played briefly at Whatcom Community College. He's one of the top three-pointers in Western Washington University history. Leif Anderson has made 88 three-pointers and shot 46% from beyond the arc. He's a 3-year member of the program and a 2-year letter winner. Leif will tell you that shooters gotta shoot. And we look forward to seeing many more threes from Leif as the season is not over. Fans, once again, welcome senior guard number 1, L.A. Leif Anderson. Leif is joined by his mother, Kim, his father, Robert, and his girlfriend, Erica. Our next senior is a 4-year member of our program. He is a warrior, battling through injury after injury to make sure he finishes out his collegiate career. He's a native of Concord, California. We're talking about Sion Rojas. This year, when Sion is in the starting lineup, the Vikings have a 12-2 record. He's averaging almost 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and almost 4 assists a game. He fills up the stat sheet every night. Fans, please welcome number 10, senior guard, Sion Pablo Rojas. Sion is joined tonight by his mother, Adra, father, Pablo, and grandparents, Pablo and Teresa. Our next senior is also a native of Bellingham, Washington, and he's hard to miss. We're talking about the human eraser, the 7-foot shot blocking machine and doctor of the boards. The big fella in the middle, Logan Shielder. Logan will go down in Viking history as one of the best post players in the program. He surpassed the 500 rebound mark and has more than 140 blocks in his career. One of the best shot blockers and highest field goal percentage players in the nation this season. We are certainly fortunate to have number 15 in a Viking uniform. Plans, please welcome once again, Logan Shielder. Logan is with his brother, Auden, his sister-in-law, Carrie, stepdad, Don, stepsister, Maddie, stepbrother, Jason, and his girlfriend, Nina. Our final senior tonight will go down as one of the best players in program history. He is soon to be one of just 5 players in Viking history to rank in the top 10 both in scoring and rebounding. From Camas number 24, TJ Trevor Jasinski. Trevor has played in all 116 possible games of his career. He scored close to 1,500 points, grabbed more than 500 rebounds, and has connected on nearly 200 three-pointers. He is a team captain and a 3-time All-GNAC academic selection and just has a phenomenal reference as a student athlete. Once again, fans, please welcome to the court, TJ Trevor Jasinski. Trevor is joined tonight by his parents, Jeff and Janice, and his girlfriend, Jackie. 6-man, one more time, put your hands together for all of our seniors. Show your love. Viking Senior Night 2020. All right, fans, it'll be about a 10-minute warm-up before tonight's action tips off, so sit back, relax, make your final pregame plans, and get ready. Vikings basketball is next.
Welcome inside Carver Gym here on the campus of Western Washington University for this GNAC battle and the final home game for the Western Washington Vikings as they welcome in the Simon Fraser clan. Good evening, I'm Sean Wally, joined tonight by Ben Bagley, and it's senior night for the Vikings.
Yeah, looking at the Vikings this season, they are tied at 12-6 in GNAC play with Northwest Nazarene. That is for second place. Let's look at what the Vikings have done this season. After an 8-game win streak, they followed that with a stretch where the team went just 2-5, but they've really turned it around of late, and they have won 3 straight and clinched a spot in the GNAC tourney. However, as we mentioned, they are tied with Northwest Nazarene for second place, so they need a victory here to try and secure that number 2 seed. As we mentioned, it's also senior night, so the Vikings are going to look to send off 6 seniors in the best possible way with a victory.
Vikings have won 4 of 5 coming into this one, including 3 in a row. Just 1 loss here inside Carver Gym. They look to keep that rolling tonight.
Look to keep that rolling, and recently in their 3-game win streak, they have been lighting it up from 3. Those numbers have gone way down during that rough 2-5 stretch. As of late, they have skyrocketed and have seen them climb back up the standings. We look at the standings right here. Seattle Pacific sits at 16-2. They're hosting the tournament. They have secured that number 1 seed. Vikings still battling the Nighthawks of Northwest Nazarene for the 2nd seed.
We mentioned it is senior night. One of those seniors, somebody the Vikings do not want to say goodbye to, the GNAC Player of the Week, Trevor Jasinski.
Yeah, Trevor Jasinski, TJ as we call him around here. He is set to cap off his illustrious career at home with a chance to break into the top 10 all-time scorers at Western. He currently sits at number 11. He has also been on a tear recently, scoring more points than the previous game in 5 straight games. Meaning in 5 straight games, he scored more points than the previous game. He also has back-to-back 20-plus point games, and he is shooting 50% from 3 over his last 5 games. He was the fire that led the Vikings to their upset against first-place Seattle Pacific on home last Saturday, and he'll be looked to finish his Carver career with a win.
The big man in the middle, also a senior, homegrown right here in Bellingham, Logan Schilder eclipsed the 500 rebound mark on Saturday night.
Yeah, Mount Schilder has earned his nickname due to guzzling boards and rejecting shots with style. As you mentioned, he has over 500 career rebounds, and he has nearly 150 blocks. He does a tremendous job at putting himself in just the right place to be the most effective, and he will also look to dominate the paint, get a whole lot of blocks and a whole lot of dunks in his final time here at WECU.
Simon Fraser comes in at 8-10 in conference, 15-12 overall. A rough season they have had. They had a great season last year, been more of a rough bump in the road for sure. They've got great players, Othniel Spence, Wilfred Balata, Jasdeep Singh. They can play, but it's been injuries have definitely hurt them as well this year.
Yeah, we've seen this team. This team actually played at Western in the tournament earlier this year. They played a couple games here. They had a great season last year. Because of that, they were picked in the preseason to finish 3rd in the GNAC. However, they started off GNAC play just 1-3, and since then they haven't been able to record back-to-back conference wins yet this season. This is a team with just 3 seniors and a whole bunch of freshmen and a lot of talent. So they would like to record back-to-back wins for the first time tonight as they're coming off a win. They would like to use that as a building block for the future.
Anything can happen in the GNAC when teams that know each other so well play each other twice a season. And you take a look, Simon Fraser actually beat Western Washington by 3 back in December.
Yeah, that game was decided by a Leif Anderson triple. He actually missed one at the buzzer. That's funny because he hasn't been missing much as of late from 3. Western in that game, they shot worse from the floor. They shot worse from 3-point. They were out-rebounded, played worse in the paint, had more turnovers. Basically, everything in that game went wrong that Western could. However, that was December 3rd. That was nearly 3 months ago. A whole lot of time has passed. This Western team right now, they have an 8-game win streak under their belt. They're currently on a 3-game win streak, ready to glide into that GNAC tournament with style, and they're going to look to put a punctuation mark on their season here tonight.
A bit of a delay getting started here inside Carver Gym for the men's basketball game here this evening, hoping to get tip around 8 p.m. So stick around as we are here inside Carver Gym, and we'll bring you basketball as soon as we can. The Vikings looking to finish their home schedule very well here tonight and beat the Clan.
Yeah. While we have a little bit of delay here, I did a little bit of research, but I think is pretty interesting. Looking at these Vikings, they have 6 seniors. 6 seniors, as we know, is quite a bit. If I can find the right page here that I'm looking for, there we go. So these seniors, 6 seniors, combined they average 51 points a game, which is quite a lot from 6 guys. But get this, of these 6 categories that are like total points, total rebounds, assists, three-pointers, blocks, and steals. These seniors account for more than half of Western's points, rebounds, everything this season. The senior class, 55% of the total points, 54% of the total rebounds, 53% of the total assists, 62% of the total three-pointers made, 61% of the blocks, 62.5% of the steals. These seniors are, it's an understatement to say how important they are to this Vikings team. They are a huge, huge deal. They want to make it count. They want to make a deep run into that GNAC tournament. And then next year, it'll be quite exciting to see how the Vikings change up their game plan, incorporate all these brand new freshmen, a lot of fresh young players. There's going to be a lot of points, rebounds, and assists opening up for the next year. We're going to see how they do it. But first, let's finish it off here. Vikings senior night on WECU court.
There's a few of the senior faces all over the gym. Cardboard cutouts on sticks.
That's always honestly free. I wouldn't want my face that big on that, but sure these guys enjoy it. All the festivities, celebrating their great careers. Senior nights are always fun.
Vikings out of the locker room to hopefully get warmed up and ready for this contest. There's Cam and Cam, double Cam, looking at you.
Cam, one of those great players. Transfer from Portland Community College. He was a 2-year starter there. Also 1 year at Texas Tech on track and field scholarship. This Vikings roster is full of athletes. It's going to be a fun one here tonight.
Looks like there is a countdown on the scoreboard. Should have basketball just about 9 minutes away. So stick with us here inside Carver Gym. And come on back. We should have basketball roughly 8 o'clock from Carver Gym on the campus of Western Washington University. For Ben Bagley, I'm Sean Wally. We'll have basketball roughly 8 p.m. here on Vikings TV.
Doubleheader. Tonight, your Vikings play host to Simon Fraser. Now let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, we'll meet the visitors from Simon Fraser. At guard, wearing number 10, a 6'4 sophomore, Wilfred Balata. At guard, a 6' senior, number 20, Michael Provenzano. At forward, a 6'8 junior, number 22, Jasdeep Singh. At center, a 6'11 junior, number 35, Julian Roach. And at guard, a 6'2 senior, number 42, Michael Hannon. Simon Fraser is coached by Steve Hansen. Six man, are you ready? This is your chance to show your love. It's time now to meet the starting lineup for your Vikings. At guard, a 5'10 redshirt freshman, number 5, the Rocket D'Angelo Menace. At guard, a 6'6 redshirt senior, number 10, Sion Rojas. In the middle, 7' redshirt senior, number 15, Logan Shielder. At forward, a 6'7 sophomore, number 22, Jalen Green. And at forward, a 6'8 senior, number 24, T.J. Trevor Jasinski. Your Vikings, they're coached by Tony Dominguez. He is assisted by David Dunham, Bob Hofstetter, and Otavio Jude. Six man, it's game time!
Welcome to an already raucous Carver gym on WECU Court. We're getting set for GNAC action between Simon Fraser and Western Washington. Sean Wally alongside Ben Bagley. Here we go. The two-step tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one, but it's not just a celebratory senior night. Doesn't mean anything. No way. This game is very important for playoff implications for the Vikings. They are currently tied for second place in the GNAC with Northwest Nazarene at 12-6 overall. They must win this game in order to keep their hopes alive for that number 2 seed in the GNAC tournament.
Plan begin with the basketball. They are 8-10 on the conference season. Michael Provenzano with the first bucket of the night. It's 2-0 Clan.
Provenzano, one of the 3 seniors on the Simon Fraser roster. This is a roster that's full of sophomores and freshmen.
Turnover to the Clan, and now they throw it away. Provenzano cannot find his man. It'll be Viking basketball.
Looking at this game for the Vikings, a key is going to be getting assists and limiting turnovers. In each of their last 3 wins, they have more assists than turnovers, and in each GNAC loss this year, they have had more turnovers than assists. They are 0-6 when they have more turnovers. They are 10-4 when they have more assists. In their last 3 games, they're averaging 21 assists per game and just 11 turnovers a game. Doing right things, need to keep it happening.
4 to shoot for the Vikings. Jalen Green does off the side of the iron, but there's Logan Schilder to tap it up and in. We're tied at 2.
And Logan Schilder is just so tall. I know that's not a skill, but that's just an attribute of his. He just got his hand up there. He barely even jumped and got his hand right in the perfect place for the tip-in.
Clan look to answer, and we have an offensive foul. Moving screen by Julian Roach. It'll be Viking basketball.
Julian Roach, one of the outstanding players in the conference. He's a junior along with Jasdeep Singh, number 22 for the Clan. It's going to be their swan song senior year next year. As mentioned on the pregame, this Simon Fraser team came into this year with big expectations. They are picked to finish 3rd in the GNAC. They right now will not make the tournament, so I'm sure those 2 in their senior year next year will look to turn it around.
Jasinski the dish to Green, ball out of bounds, last touch by the Clan. 18:25 left, first half in Bellingham, Washington.
Vikings also earlier this year were on an 8-game win streak, followed by a 2-5 stretch. They're back on a 3-game win streak. One of the things that went so right on their 3-game win streak, as Jalen Green puts it in the basket, is their 3-point shooting. They're shooting 43.4% from 3 over their last 3 games, including 2 games that they tied their season high with 14 3-pointers made.
Provenzano off the window. The jumper is good. Schilder couldn't reject it. 2 minutes gone by. We're tied at 4. Schilder hands off to the Rocket. The Rocket explodes in the lane. Lays it up off the window. 6-4 Vikings.
Jalen Green so good in the lane. His height doesn't matter. He's so crafty and so good at getting open shots in there.
Schilder the rejection. Ahead to Minnis. Minnis splitting the defense right to the rack again, but it's rejected by Roach. Right to TJ. He finds Schilder on the baseline. TJ gets it back for 3. Sideways rotation didn't go. Battle for the basketball. Schilder can't track it down, but out of bounds is Michael Hannon, and it will be Viking basketball. They're up 6-4, 17-16 left.
Looking at some ranks in the GNAC in rebounding. Simon Fraser, number 1 in rebounding margin. Vikings, number 4. Last time these 2 teams met up, Vikings ended up winning that rebound battle, 37-29. However, the Clan have proven they're great at rebounding. Vikings need to put in effort on the glass in order to keep this one close.
8-4 after Rojas lays it up and in. 16:55 remaining first half. In a fun atmosphere here inside Carver Gym. Bellotta going baseline. Passes outside. TJ steals it. Saves it to Green. Green doesn't have numbers. Loses the basketball. Back come the Clan. Bellotta into the lane. Finds Roach. He lays it up and in. 8-6 Vikings.
Nice little slick transition play there by Bellotta, drawing Trevor Jasinski out, freeing up Julian Roach. Roach makes the easy transition bucket. And right there, Sion Rojas almost got himself into a pretty nasty situation. He went past the half-court line. Take a look at his last basket, driving in, rattling in the rim. Rojas on that last possession right here went over the half-court line, then got double teams. He was trapped, couldn't go anywhere. Lucky for him, it did not result in a turnover.
8-6 Vikings. Schilder for 3. It's flat, short. Rebound to Bellotta. Bellotta losing the basketball, but he gets it back. 16:05 left first half. Singh, the jumper off the front iron. Offensive rebound to Hannon. He finds Singh under the basket. Singh for three. Off iron, rebound to the Rocket. Menace the behind the back dribble across half court. Slows it down to reset the offense. They get the word from head coach Tony Dominguez. Exploding on the baseline is Sion Rojas. He lays it up and in, 10-6 Vikings.
Rojas taking such a big stride there to get into his position. He wasn't messing around, little steps trying to get fancy. Nope, just big, powerful strides, getting right in. The reverse layup puts the Vikings up by 4.
Three missed by Roach. Rojas the rebound. Sion has 4 points. Directing traffic. Off the screen. Now he passes to Menace. Menace down low to Schilder. Finds TJ, has it swatted away, but he is fouled.
Vikings as we enter our first media timeout. Vikings on top. Western 10, Simon Fraser 6. 14 minutes and 54 seconds to play here in the first half. We're going to be right back after a short break on Vikings TV.
The Teaching and Learning Academy is an organization that's housed in the library, and it's where people come to have conversations.
They deal with serious issues that have emotional impact in ways that are typically not found in a class.
We've talked about diversity and inclusivity on our campus and in our community.
It not only enriches my education, but also impacts the ways that I can continue my leadership roles.
Quality food brings people together, so we continue to provide the best and freshest food available. Every day, we reach out, finding the best producers right here in our backyard. At Hagen, we partner with passionate local producers, farmers, and fishers to find you the best sustainable, fresh, and organic food. Hagen, Northwest Fresh since 1933.
Back here in Bellingham, Washington, as you see Jalen Green doing good things under the basket. Green has 2 points, that 1 bucket so far here in the first half. 14:54 left in Bellingham, Washington. Sean Wally alongside Ben Bagley and our entire Vikings TV crew. And out of the timeout, Vikings going with their big men, Schilder and Cam Rutherford, now in the game.
Yeah, 4 seniors on the floor also for the Vikings. Rojas, Jasinski, Schilder, and Rutherford. Menace, the redshirt freshman, the only underclassman on the court right now. Vikings also have made 5 baskets by 4 different players, sharing the rock quite well early.
A nice pass from Menace to Schilder, who lays it up and in. 12-6 Vikings by 6.
Both these teams shooting just about 50%. Vikings over, shooting 6 of 11. Simon Fraser just under, shooting 3 of 7 from the floor.
Singh with it, spins on Trevor baseline. Looking for Roach, battle for the basketball, and a foul is called. I believe that'll be on Sion Rojas, and it is.
Pay attention here what the Vikings do defensively with 2 bigs in the game. That time, Jasdeep Singh, as we look at Schilder on offense, getting in, getting the bucket. Last time there for the Vikings here defensively, we saw Jasdeep Singh get down near the bucket, and he got doubled by Schilder and Jasinski. That should have left Rutherford on Julian Roach. However, Roach was left open, ended up fumbling the ball and didn't score. But let's pay attention here to how the Vikings utilize both their bigs and see how they double down low and how they try and prevent Roach and use it to their advantage. Looks like right now they're actually playing a 2-3 zone.
3 missed by the Clan. Skying extending for the rebound and putback. Jasdeep Singh, his first bucket. It's 12-8 Vikings, 14:05 left, first half. Schilder, top of the key, finds TJ. TJ into the lane, goes with the left hand. How did he get that up and in? TJ, 14-8 Vikings.
The focus for Jasinski to make that shot. He went up with his right, realized it wasn't going to work, switched to his left, made the lay-in. Very crafty and great body control to get that in.
Rutherford the steal. Schilder down low, it's stripped away. Back come the Clan. Singh has it. Loses it out of bounds, right back to the Vikings.
That's the fifth turnover for the Clan in this game. Vikings have just 3. That assist turnover ratio that we talked about earlier, so important for the Vikings. They do so much better when they have more assists than turnovers. Right now for the Clan, they're the ones struggling with it. 5 turnovers, just 1 assist for Simon Fraser. 3 turnovers and 2 assists for the Vikings.
Bryson and Miller in the game for the Clan. Minnis, baseline, finds Rutherford in the corner. The high arcing 3 is good. 17-8 Vikings.
It continues to make me laugh every time I see either Rutherford or Schilder go up for a 3, because I always say, oh, why are we having our 3-point guy or our big guy shooting 3s? But they shoot it so well. Both guys shooting up near 40%. Rutherford knocking it down there.
Provenzano in the corner, guarded by Minnis. This crowd is rocking here inside Carver Gym. Jumper is short, missed by Miller. Rebound to Jasinski and the Vikings. TJ hands off to Rojas. Schilder right back to Sion Pablo Rojas. Between the leg dribble. Explodes into the lane with the left hand. Switches to right, can't get it to go. Back come the Clan. Provenzano doesn't have numbers, doesn't care. Rutherford can't get the block, but there for the rebound and putback is Drew Bryson.
That aggression by the Vikings that has them top 5 in Division II in blocks actually hurt them there. Both Schilder and Rutherford went up and tried to get the block. They both missed, and it left 3 players in red jerseys wide open under the basket. No contest made it easy.
Schilder, the 7-footer, hands off to Jasinski. 10 to shoot for the Vikings. Jasinski does just inside the 3-point line. He knocks it down. It's 19-10 Vikings. Jasinski with 4 points so far on the night.
Very even scoring right now for the Vikings. 3 players with 4 points, 1 with 3, 1 with 2. Everybody's getting in on the action.
Clan trail by 9. Provenzano, the jumper from 17, an air ball. It'll be Viking basketball.
Vikings simply outplaying the Clan right now, shooting 60% from the floor, 1 of 3 from 3, out-rebounding, more assists, less turnovers. The Vikings going to take a 9-point lead right here into a quick break. Western 19, Simon Fraser 10, 11:41 to play. We'll be right back on Vikings TV.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
This simple banana peel represents a bold idea, a way to create energy from household trash. It not only saves about 80% in carbon emissions, it helps reduce landfill waste. That's why BP is partnering with a California company, Fulcrum Bioenergy, to turn garbage into jet fuel, because we can't let any good ideas go to waste. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing.
Back here in a largely packed Carver Gym. Sean Wally alongside Ben Bagley and our entire Vikings TV crew. 11:41 left in the first. Viking basketball.
Carver Gym is packed, and it's also nice to see at the first game of this doubleheader for the women's game, the Western Washington volleyball team is here. Here in this game, I see the women's softball team in the stands. Nice to see athletes supporting other athletes.
D'Angelo Minnis. Left-hand dribble. Top of the key. Anderson in the game for the first time. Cross to Minnis for 3. Down and in. 22-10 Vikings.
D'Angelo Minnis, no problem for him. In his last 4 games, he's shot over 50% from 3 of those times. He is on fire. And when D'Angelo Minnis shoots the 3 well, it seems like everybody shoots the 3 well.
Inside 11 minutes left here in the first half. 3 is short off the rim for the Clan. Rojas the rebound, and the Vikings are running. Trevor wide open, didn't take the 3. Minnis has it now between the leg dribble. Menace behind the back dribble now to the rack, lays it up and in. 24-10. How do you stop the Rocket?
How about D'Angelo Menace? Double-digit scoring in his last 5 games, and you see he can go in there like that, and he's shooting 62.5% from 3 in his last 4 games. He can get it done anywhere.
24-10 is Provenzano gets Menace on WECU court. Hopefully he's all right. Provenzano hits the bucket. 24-12 Vikings. Rutherford off the screen as the ball knocked away. He gets it back outside to Rojas. TJ wide open for 3. Too strong. Rebound collected by Rojas. Finds Rutherford, the hook inside, off back iron. Here come the Clan. They trail by 12. Bryson. Into the lane. Cam Rutherford on defense. The left-hand hook is an air ball. Rojas the rebound. Rojas in the corner to Anderson. His 3 does not go, but he's knocked down and fouled, so Leif will get 3 free throws.
Anderson seems to make every 3 that he takes. He's shooting 75% from 3 in his last 4 games. That's 12 of 16. During that stretch, he also tied the school record with 8 straight made 3-pointers, not in 1 game. That was over 3 games. Leif Anderson, though, shooting nearly 46% from his career from deep. The 3-point sniper these Vikings need. He's been such a great addition off the bench as of late, providing that extra boost. When the first unit has such a great 3-point shooter in D'Angelo Menace, and then the second unit can be anchored by another phenomenal 3-point shooter in Leif Anderson. When they're both hot and they're both firing on all cylinders, this offense can go very deep. Makes them hard to stop.
Well, the players and head coach Tony Dominguez have talked about how they're finally healthy, and that's a huge thing for their camaraderie and being able to fire on all cylinders.
Oh, it's huge. They had Sion Rojas was hurt, Schilder was hurt, Luke Lovelady's been hurt, Eden Gunberg is out probably for the rest of the year. Jalen Green's had some injuries. Leif Anderson's everybody's been hurt at some point. However, right now, the entire roster healthy. If you're at home and Vikings fan, knock on wood for me saying that, but everybody healthy, firing on all cylinders, 3-game win streak, up 14 here at home, looking good.
Bellotta misses the point-blank shot. Ken Rutherford the rebound. Anderson, the Bellingham product, walks it across half court. Hands off to the Rocket. D'Angelo Menace. Jasinski with it, the GNAC player of the week. Look at the move in the lane. Can't get it to fall. 8:40 and counting. Jasinski almost steals it, but can't corral it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Clan basketball, 26-12 Vikings.
Vikings still shooting over 50% in the half so far, 11 of 20. Simon Fraser is shooting down at 33%, 6 of 18. There was a referee pause in the game right there. However, nothing doing with it. We will play on.
Clan basketball. Penny across half court. Bellotta with it now. Down low to Singh. Singh backing down on Trevor Jasinski. Into the lane. The little jump hook is good. 26-14 Vikings.
Singh there backing down Trevor Jasinski. The 2 #1 scorers on each team, the leaders of each team. It was nice to see them there going ISO 1v1. That time, Singh won the battle on offense.
Cam Rutherford way out up top to Jasinski. Looking for Green on the left block. He's double teamed. Tries to get it to Jasinski. Turnover. Back come the Clan. Bellotta with it. Left-hand dribble in the lane. Finds Penny, who lays it up off the glass. 26-16, Vikings by 10. Menace across half court. 7:40 and counting first half. On this Tuesday evening, Rutherford likes to shoot the 3, but instead he drives, and a foul is called on Simon Fraser.
We're going to call that foul an armbar. And it's going to send Cam Rutherford to the line after the short break. Vikings holding a 10-point lead, playing well here at senior night in Bellingham at Carver Gymnasium. 7:29 remaining. We'll be right back here after the break on Vikings TV.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
D'Angelo Menace doing good things, per usual for the Vikings. A 3-ball and showing his speed. That's why they call him the Rockets here in Bellingham.
Yes, it is. And D'Angelo Menace was doing a lot of things like that on that 8-game win streak. And I keep referencing that win streak because obviously they won 8 straight games, which is an accomplishment in itself. But they were just playing well, these Vikings were. Everything was going right. They were playing smooth, playing frequent. And then on that 2-5 stretch, it just wasn't working. Nothing was really falling, but now everything seems to be backfiring again. They seem like they can go on a win streak as long as they want to if they keep playing this way.
Rojas intercepts the pass to the rack. Wanted to pack it, but he laid it up and in. 28-16 Vikings.
Nice job there by Hannon. Almost got put on a poster. Rojas is smiling about it right now. He wanted that dunk. Almost got a huge poster here on senior night. But it's still 2 points.
The jumper from Singh is good. 28-18 Vikings. Singh with 6 on the evening. Menace to Schilder, the 7-footer. Logan to Rojas. Rojas off the screen. Looking for Schilder, overthrows him. Singh intercepts. Ahead to Penny. And Penny nearly throws it away. But Singh in the lane for the 2-hand flush. 28-20 Vikings.
Good vision there by Hannon. Not freaking out, so to speak, when he almost lost the ball. However, collecting himself, finding Singh, hitting the cutter. Cutter got a dunk.
Anderson in the lane. The floater to Schilder hits the rim. Schilder hits WECU court. Hope he is okay. Penny in the lane, attacking the rack. Swatted away by Rojas off the leg of Clan, so that will be Viking basketball.
Vikings, as we look at it here, let's look at who the ball went off of. Rojas going off the hand there of Penny. Good call. Good vision by the referee. That's the 7th turnover for the Clan. Vikings have 6 of their own.
Inside 6 minutes first half. Schilder showing some agility, misses the layup, but there's Green. The putback is good. 30-20, a 10-point Viking lead.
Simon Fraser, number 1 in the conference in rebounding margin. However, Vikings winning the battle so far tonight. 14 rebounds for the Vikings, 6 of those offensive, just 9 rebounds for the Clan.
Penny working on Anderson in the lane. He finds Roach. The jumper is good on the baseline. 30-22, single-digit 8-point lead for the Vikings. Anderson getting the offensive set from head coach Tony Dominguez. TJ with it, going baseline. Outside, Jalen Green. The long 2, off back iron. Rebound to Bellotta and the Clan. Bellotta dribbles it off his shoe. Thankfully, Roach was there to corral it. Bellotta has it back. Inside 5 minutes left, first half. Bellotta for 3. Off the back iron, TJ the rebound. Jasinski to Rojas. Sion has 6 points on the night. Cross court to TJ. TJ finds Anderson, who tried to go to shoulder, ball knocked away. Anderson has it back. Outside, 6 to shoot. TJ does for 3, good rotation, but it's short. Back come the Clan. Bellata doesn't have numbers, loses the basketball. Anderson has it, finds Rojas. Rojas has Green ahead of him. Rojas to the rack, didn't get a foul, and Tony Dominguez can't believe it.
The entire Vikings bench, most of them at least, are on their feet with their hands in the air like, I can't believe that.
Look at Jasinski with the steal, but throws it right to the Clan. And was that a block by Anderson?
You know it was. Western bench fired up, storming the court nearly, so to speak. Leif Anderson just blocked Julian Roach. Let's take a look at it here. Roach trying to go up. Leif Anderson saying,
wow,
no way! Taking it right away from him. That'll be a highlight reel. Great play by the senior, getting mobbed by his teammates now on the bench. Blocking the 6'11" Julian Roach. Leif Anderson is just 6'1", a 10-inch differential. Anderson said doesn't matter, getting up a clean block on that one too. Wild sequence there, of course. Such a crazy back and forth sequence ended up with a 6'1" guard blocking a 6'11", one of the most dominant forces in the GNAC.
I knew it had to be a block by the reaction of everybody in this gym. My view was blocked, so by players, by referees, you name it. But holy smokes, what a play by Leif Anderson.
You better believe that if this was professional basketball, you'd be seeing that play on loop and loop and loop and loop. That might be a SC top 10 in and of its own.
Hashtag it, throw it out there. Can't hurt.
You know it. Look at the Vikings. Just under 4 minutes left to play here in the half. Vikings shooting 48%. Clan shooting 44%. Vikings winning that rebounding battle. They have one more assist. Look at all of the 6 seniors for the Vikings. Post-game, Mr. Sean Wall will be interviewing Trevor Jasinski, Logan Schilder, and Tucker Inningunberg, getting their thoughts on their last time playing at Carver and what to expect headed in to the postseason.
Had a chance to talk to the other 3 seniors during halftime of the earlier game, which was the women's basketball team, these same 2 teams, just the women variety. Vikings were winners. So far, good things here tonight for these Vikings. 3:35 left, first half. Penny loses the basketball. Bodies all over WECU court. Penny gets it back to Singh. Penny all the way back out top. 12 to shoot. Penny to Singh. Singh for 3. Short. Rebound to the Rocket. Menace. Ahead to Rojas.
Simon Fraser still without a 3-point bucket in this one, 0 of 7 from deep.
Trevor, baseline. He's got a size advantage. Outside, Menace with it now. Look at the handles and the quickness. Good night. 5 to shoot. Cam Rutherford attacks the right side of the lane. The fadeaway floater is short. Looked good. Not quite enough mustard on it. Penny across half court. Clan down 8. They can cut it to 6 or possibly 5. Singh. Backing down Trevor Jasinski. Singh into the lane. Finds Roach. And Cam Rutherford will be called for a foul.
Rutherford got a hand on that ball just as it was leaving Roach's hands. The naked eye, I thought he got all ball. Referees saw that he got him on the wrist or arm area, which affected the shot, and will send Roach to the line. Looking at Roach's line from the foul line on the season, pretty good for a big man, shooting 74%, even as he misses the first one. Luke Lovelady now checking into the game on Saturday against Seattle Pacific, where the Vikings pulled an upset against the #1 team in the GNAC. In the final, it was either 9 to 11 minutes of play. Luke Lovelady played the entire ending of that game. Both Rutherford and Logan Schilder sat on the bench, and Lovelady finished out that game. He had the hot hand that ended up with the victory. Let's see if Luke Lovelady can build on that performance. He will be dominating the front court next year as both of those seniors, Rutherford and Schilder, will be graduating. Let's enjoy Luke Lovelady putting in work.
Menace from 16. Too much spin off the back iron. Lovelady cannot handle it. It'll be Clan basketball. 2:07 left, first half here in Bellingham, Washington. Western Washington hosting Simon Fraser from north of the border. Hannon going baseline, dishes outside for three. That's Bryson. It's good. Here come the Clan. 30-26 Vikings.
The Vikings get a lot of blocks by getting so aggressive, but it also burns them quite a bit. Two players went up there to try to get that block. Obviously, that means one was left open. One that was left open, wide open for a triple. Vikings need to find the balance between being aggressive and being conservative in order to cover all of the players on the court.
Michael Hannon hit with the foul for the Clan. That is his second and seventh team foul. So that'll be a penalty shooting situation from here on out for the final 137 of half number one. Luke Lovelady to the line out of Tacoma, Washington. Free throw won't go off back iron. And a foul called over the back, most likely, on Luke Lovelady.
5 players for the Clan have committed 1 personal foul, and Hannon has committed 2. For the Vikings, that was just the 3rd foul call. Rojas, Lovelady, and Rutherford each have 1.
Minute 35 and counting left here in half number one. Inside Carver Gym, Sean Wally alongside Ben Bagley. Thank you for tuning in on Vikings TV on this Tuesday night. Final home game for Western Washington. And Cam Rutherford will be called for the foul. And Corey Nigamasabo goes to the line.
Simon Fraser is on a 6-0 run in the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds to the foul there on Rutherford. He can't believe it. Simon Fraser on that 6-0 run. Vikings are scoreless, obviously, since they're on a 6-0 run. Scoreless in the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds. They have hit just 1 of their last 8 shots. Simon Fraser is also on a 10-2 run in the last nearly 6 minutes of play. So the Vikings only making 1 basket in the last 6 minutes of play. That has seen Simon Fraser crawl right back up into this game. What was just a double-digit lead is now just 3 as we approach halftime.
Minute 10 remaining here in half number one. Jasinski, Lovelady down low now, 5 to shoot. Anderson does, 3 is good. 33-27, Leif dialing for 3.
Leif Anderson is just on another planet right now, shooting over 75% in his last 4 games. He seems to not be able to miss from deep. That foul is called on Luke Lovelady. Vikings holding on to a 6-point lead here. They are 13-1 this season when they lead at halftime. Right now holding a 6-point lead, looking to make that 14-1.
A lot of hits the first free throw. His first point of the night. A lot of second free throw, short. Whistles blow, and it'll be Viking basketball after lane violation.
I believe it was a lane violation, yes. Still pretty balanced scoring from the Vikings. Nobody in double digits yet. However, 7 players have gotten a basket.
Lovelady double teamed. Hits WECU court, shot won't go. Shot clock off, 23 seconds left in half number one. 5-point Viking lead, Clan looking to cut into it. Simon Fraser taking a timeout with just 18 seconds left. Be a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here on Vikings TV.
Coming out of this timeout, you can expect a play being drawn up by head coach Steve Hansen. They have 18 seconds. They want to know exactly what they're doing. They're going to look, they're drawing up the way to get the shot right now. It's not just going to be figuring out on the fly. They're drawing up a play right now. It'll be interesting to see whether they want to go for a 3 or a 2. The play will probably start with about 6 or 7 seconds left on the shot clock. It's going to be that long of a play, resulting in the shot that's being drawn up right now by Steve Hansen.
33-28 Vikings, 18 seconds left. Twelve seconds remaining in half number 1. Vikings by 5. Bellotta holding for the final shot. Finds Singh. 3 seconds left. Singh attacking Jasinski. The fadeaway short. And that is how half number 1 will end. 33-28, Vikings by 5 after the first 20 minutes of play. Tyler Payne getting set to join me here courtside. Graduate assistant, former Viking. Played for the Vikings last year. It was his final season. He was a senior. 5-point lead for Western Washington as Tyler Payne sits down with me courtside. Tyler, good things happening for the Vikings. Up 5 as they head to the locker room.
Yeah.
Shooting pretty well so far in the first half.
Definitely. I mean, we got off to a hot start. Kind of slowed down towards the end. Try to pick up where we left off in the beginning of the game.
So it's senior night. You experienced this last year. You were the only one all by your lonesome.
Definitely.
What did you feel last year, and what do these 6 feel tonight?
I mean, these nights, I feel like you just tend to appreciate everything. It all comes into fruition. So just try to appreciate it and go out and with a bang with your brothers.
Man, it's got to be interesting. You went through it last year. These guys going through it now. Your final home game. Well, bittersweet feels kind of weird too, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, it's been a long journey for these guys. I'm sure we all have different stories and come from different backgrounds. So just try to come together, pull out another big W, and trying to have some momentum going into this tournament.
Good news is the season's not done. You've got a road game Thursday night, but then the GNAC tournament to look forward to.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. It's going to be a fun one.
Tyler, have fun for the second half, and let's see about getting that W.
Appreciate that.
Tyler Payne, graduate assistant for Western Washington University. It's halftime here in Bellingham, 33-28. Vikings in the lead. Second half up next after this on Vikings TV.
Welcome to our busy world, where we all want more energy, but with less carbon footprint. That's why at BP, we're working to make energy that's cleaner and better. We're producing cleaner burning natural gas and solar and wind power. And wherever your day takes you, we have advanced fuels for a better commute. And we're developing ultra-fast charging technology for EVs. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere, so we can all keep advancing.
We've been graced with this exceptional puzzle that is the planet.
This summer, the Kilauea volcano started erupting.
What we were interested in was expanding our knowledge of the volcano into this domain that's hard to see.
It was the closest I think I'll ever be to seeing such a raw physical process happen in front of my eyes.
This is what we do at Western. We give undergraduates these hands-on research experiences.
This trip has opened my eyes to how incredible research can be. It changed my life.
Welcome to Fowler, Indiana, one of the windiest places in America, and home to 3 BP wind farms. In the off chance the wind ever stops blowing here, the lights can keep on shining thanks to our natural gas, a smart partner to renewable energy that's always ready when needed, or not. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing.
When I learned about the Sustainability, Equity, and Justice Fund, it was this large sum of money for students to make Western a more sustainable campus. I was in the rec center just kind of thinking about this. People are working out super tough, and all this kinetic energy is wasted. I found out that there were products there on the market that would generate energy for Wade King Rec Center and just wrote the application for the grant.
It's not about generating electricity in order to feed electrons back into the grid. It's really about educating students. Making that bridge between theory and practice is really key to what we do at Western.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
This simple banana peel represents a bold idea, a way to create energy from household trash. It not only saves about 80% in carbon emissions, it helps reduce landfill waste. That's why BP is partnering with a California company, Fulcrum Bioenergy, to turn garbage into jet fuel, because we can't let any good ideas go to waste. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Back here in Bellingham, Washington, Sean Wally alongside Ben Bagley as we get set for half number 2. Vikings lead the Clan 33-28.
Vikings came out of the gate off to a pretty hot start. However, in the last about 6-7 minutes of game action really came to a standstill. Simon Fraser came surging back into the game. We have a 5-point game at half. Looking at these halftime stats, field goal percentage pretty much equal. Look at that 3-point numbers. Been pretty rough for Simon Fraser. They've just hit 1 of 8. Vikings have hit 3 of 8. Rebounding battle. Vikings were way in the lead. They were leading their rebounding battle by about 5 or 6 or 7 throughout the entire first half. Simon Fraser again came surging back. The steals number pretty accurate, pretty similar. Blocks right about the same. Turnovers very the same. Assists right about equal. Because of that, score is just 33-28. 5-point game. It's totally up for grabs. Games between Simon Fraser and Western Washington across all sports always seem to come down to it. These two programs, whether it's basketball, women's basketball, softball, I was going to say hockey, soccer, whatever it is, these two teams always seem to battle right to the end. It's going to be exactly the same here tonight. 5-point game headed into the second half. It's going to be a fun one here on senior night.
A big crowd showing up here inside Carver Gym for the final home basketball game for the Western Washington men's basketball team.
Let's look at our seniors. Trevor Jasinski, Logan Schilder, Cam Rutherford, Sion Rojas, Leif Anderson, and Tucker Enningunberg. Tuck Enningunberg, of course, is injured and is not playing in this game. Rojas, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Schilder, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Jasinski, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Leif Anderson, 5 points. He's hit a triple. And Kem Rutherford, 3 points and a rebound. We'll see how these group of seniors finish out their career here at home at Western in the second half here, ready to get underway.
Vikings begin with the basketball. D'Angelo Menace finds Sion Rojas to TJ from the left elbow, looking for the alley-oop to Schilder. Off iron, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Clan basketball.
I think Schilder might have gotten a little bit too excited about that one. That was served on a silver platter to him to hammer it home. However, he short-armed it just a little bit and went off the rim instead of in the basket. They'll look to convert those alley-oops to big 7-footer moving forward.
Bellotta attacking Schilder. Shot won't go. Roach can't tip it up. It's out of bounds. Tony Dominguez telling his Vikings to get the ball. It'll be Clan basketball.
Vikings, when they had their 10-point lead, double-digit lead in the first half, it's because they were dominating the rebounding battle, giving themselves second chance points, limiting any second options, second opportunities, I should say, for the Clan. They need to get back to those strong rebounding ways to build this lead back up.
Bellotta, his 3 rims out. Roach gets the rebound. Another try here for Bellotta out of the corner. That 3 is short. Roach, another offensive rebound.
Simon Fraser already with 4 rebounds in the second half. Vikings with 0, 2 of them offensive. 3 of them offensive.
Roach pushed off, and an offensive foul will be called on Julian Roach.
Just 1 minute and 10 seconds here into the second half as we take a look at the sequence. Roach pushed off onto Schilder. That will not count as an offensive rebound. Still, Simon Fraser, 5 rebounds in the first minute, 3 of those offensive rebounds. Western has to show more aggression, more passion on the glass because Simon Fraser is number 1 in GNAC in rebounding for a reason. Vikings have to fight them off in order to keep this lead.
Jasinski on the left block, double teamed outside to Rojas. Rojas back to Jasinski in the lane. Rojas gets it back, a 3 on the way, short. Out of bounds, it'll be Clan basketball.
Also got Sion Rojas quickly here. Rojas averaging, Vikings taking a timeout here. Look at Sion Rojas on his senior day. In his Western career, he's averaging just around 9 points a game, 4 rebounds a game, 2.5 assists, and a 46% field goal percentage from the floor. In 2018, Rojas played for the Colombia national team in the South America Games. Rojas, whose nickname is Pablo, is from Colombia, has a dual citizen between Colombia and the United States. He's unfortunately missed time with an injury. He's had issues with his foot. He missed all of last year with an injury. He's missed time this season. But when he is on the court, he is one of those X-Factor players. Here's a highlight from Sion getting to the basket at 6'6" and a guard. He's been so much fun to watch at Western over these last couple of years. Unfortunate that his playing time has been cut short due to injury, but I wish he would have converted that dunk right there. He's a lot of fun to watch play, very explosive. He's having a good game here in his final game at Carver.
A look at the Western Washington women's basketball team. They were victorious earlier tonight in the first game of the doubleheader, defeating Simon Fraser. And the men try to do the same here this evening.
Both of these teams, the men's and women's team, I should say, kicked off their seasons in GNAC play with losses up in Simon Fraser. Each of them lost. Women lost 64-60 back on December 3rd, and the men lost 77-74. Looking for both teams to get revenge here tonight. Starting off the year with a loss to Simon Fraser and capping it with a win against Simon Fraser will just show how much improvement these teams have made over the course of the season.
That is a turnover to the Vikings as Schilder strips it and it went out of bounds off of Singh.
Neither team so far has made a bucket in the second half. However, we're just 2 minutes in. Simon Fraser is 0 of 5 from the floor. Western 0 for 2.
Head coach of Simon Fraser, Steve Hansen, wanted a foul on that play. Tony Dominguez heard him say that. Tony Dominguez said, no way that was a foul. It was too obvious. Interesting, the coaches banter back and forth. 18 minutes remaining inside Carver Gym. Final home game for Western Washington in this 1920 season. Jalen Green looking for TJ. Jasinski has it. Palming the basketball. Backing down on Singh. Double teamed outside to Green. Green in the lane going up strong. The floater is short. Bellotta the rebound. In the corner for three. Provenzano knocks it down. It's a 2-point game.
It's the first bucket for either of these teams in 4 minutes of game action. Neither team ending the first half or starting off the second half strong from the floor.
Schilder, top to Minnis. Jasinski thought about the three. They're very quick to double team TJ. That time they don't. His turnaround is missed. Schilder the rebound. He's double teamed. Gets the shot up. He is fouled. And Logan will head to the line for 2 shots.
Good strength, both physically and mentally there from Logan Schilder, not giving up. Getting up, grabbing that rebound over Julian Roshan. I believe there were 2 other players trying to rip it from him. And then after he got that rebound, planted his pivot foot, kept ripping it, kept trying to go up, didn't give up on the play, got rewarded, got fouled, and is headed to the line for 2.
Schilder knocks the first down. He definitely did not go to the Shaquille O'Neal School of Free Throw Shooting.
No, he did not. Logan Schilder, a decent free throw shooter at 70.6%.
RJ Seacrest seeing his first action of the night. Schilder rattles the second home. It's 35-31 Vikings, 16:58 remaining. Provenzano to Hannon. Hannon left-hand dribble baseline. Outside to Roach. Singh now. Provenzano again. Bellotta on the block. Has a size advantage on Minnis. Turns into the lane. Shot won't go, but he stays with it and gets his own rebound. Put back is good. 35-33, just a 2-point Viking lead.
And the Vikings coaching staff has to be frustrated with the lack of aggression on the boards. Simon Fraser seeming to grab offensive rebounds at will. So many second chance opportunities, and it has this lead down to just 2.
Menace outside to Seacrest. 6 to shoot. Seacrest into the lane. Tries to split the double team, looking for Rojas, who wasn't ready for it. That's a turnover back to Simon Fraser.
We mentioned earlier, right at the beginning of this game, how important the assist-turnover ratio is. And the Vikings are 0-6 in GNAC play when they have more turnovers than they do assists. In this one, 7 turnovers, just 6 assists, and it's a 2-point game. Vikings need to start sharing that ball more, getting the ball moving, and making smarter decisions to avoid turnovers to improve their lead.
Menace picks up the loose ball to Cam. Layup, rattles around, falls off. The crowd was ready to explode on that one. Instead, back come the Clan. They can tie it or take the lead. Outside, Singh wants the lead, and he gets it. 36-35, Simon Fraser.
Jasdeep Singh, 16.6 points per game, number 5 in the GNAC. He scored double digits in every game but one this year. He certainly has a knack of scoring. Vikings retake the lead there.
Menace, the baseline drive, 37-36. Vikings by 1, 15-20 and counting here inside Carver Gym. Bellotta to Hannon. They swing it to Provenzano. The chant of defense by the Viking faithful. Bellotta taking it to the rack. Cam rejects it, but a foul is called, and Tony Dominguez doesn't agree.
Foul called there on RJ Seacrest. If he wouldn't have fouled, it looked like Cam Rutherford had an easy, clean block ready to go. However, foul is called. In the second half, it's become just a 1-point game. Western 37, Simon Fraser 36. 15 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. We'll head to our media timeout, and we'll be right back here on Vikings TV.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Notify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us.
To intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Back here in Bellingham, Washington, inside Carver Gym. Sean Wally alongside Ben Bagley and our entire Vikings TV crew. Second half's been a struggle for the Vikings. They only have 4 points in almost 5 minutes.
Vikings struggling out of the gate here this second half, shooting just 1 of 6 from the floor. They've been out-rebounded 9-2 here in the first 5 minutes of play. They've let Simon Fraser snag 4 offensive rebounds. Vikings need to show more fight here. The end of the first half and the beginning of the second half, their offensive production has slowed way down. It has seen their lead slip from double digits, and they lost it and just got it back. Currently they lead by 1.
We're tied at 37 as Wilfred Bellotta hits the free throw. Missed the second. Rebound to TJ. Jasinski has 15 more minutes to play here inside Carver Gym along with the other seniors for Western Washington. Menace, double team, finds Cam, wide open for 3. Not even close. Seacrest to save it, but he steps on the baseline. Clan basketball.
At one point in the first half, the Vikings led 26-14. That was with about 8 minutes remaining. Since then, Simon Fraser over the course of the 2 halves are on a 25-11 run. So they have certainly flipped the script and have battled right back, and this game is tied.
Bellotta working on RJ Seacrest. He picks up his dribble. TJ on him. Throws it between the wickets of Julian Roach. Out of bounds to the Vikings.
Unfortunate there for Julian Roach, trying to handle that pass. Ended up looking right through his legs, seeing the ball went right through him. Turnover to the Vikings.
Look at Menace losing his defenders. Picks up his dribble. Finds Rutherford. Back to Menace. Menace to the rack. Rutherford for the slam. 39-37 Vikings.
Great extra pass there, finding a cutting Rutherford. He's so explosive. Senior, previously played at Portland Community College and ran track at track and field doing long jump.
Singh, top of the key to Bellotta. 2-point Viking lead, 13:40 and counting. Left here inside Carver Gym. Singh working on TJ. Dribbles into the lane, and an offensive foul is called. It'll be Viking basketball.
Jasdeep Singh saying, where was the offensive foul? He didn't see it, he didn't agree. That will be his first foul of the evening. Let's look at the foul here, extending that arm, knocking Trevor Jasinski off his line, and that will actually be Singh's second foul. And a turnover assessed to him. Vikings back on offense.
Menace off the screen. Going baseline, loses the basketball right out of bounds.
Just a little bit too out of control there. Menace likes to do that. He likes to drive down as fast as he can go, jump, and then find someone to pass it to. It's risky, and that time he lost the handle trying to get to the jump. Another turnover for the Vikings.
Provenzano hard across the half-court stripe to Bellotta. Bellotta to Singh. Provenzano with it off the screen. Into the lane. Provenzano goes outside, nearly throws it away. Saved by Bellotta. 6 to shoot for the Clan. 3 to shoot now. Bellotta to the rack. Partially swatted by Rojas. Ahead comes Menace. Menace cross court to TJ. Outside, Anderson the fake into the lane. Rojas goes down low to Cam. Outside to Anderson, the up fake again. Anderson cross court. Open is Menace, his 3 off the iron. Bellotta the rebounds. Singh for 3. He knocks that down. Clan back up by 1.
That was a great entry pass by Bellotta. Nice bounce pass. It's actually a no-look bounce pass. He knew right where Singh was going to be. Singh knocks it down. He leads all scorers with 14.
TJ thought about the 3, the up fake. Now he drives the lane, off window and in. 41-40, another lead change.
Nice job there getting Singh just a little bit off his mark with the pump fake at the three-point line and blowing right past him straight to the rim, giving the Vikings back the lead.
Julian Roach gets free. Another lead change, 42-41 Clan, 11:45 left.
Once again, Vikings getting just a little bit too aggressive. Cam Rutherford looking for the block there, and he left Julian Roach because of it. Left Roach wide open. Give the Clan back the lead.
That foul on Michael Provenzano of the Clan. 11 minutes, 40 seconds remain in this GNAC battle. Clan up 42-41 here on Vikings TV as you take a look at Cam Rutherford throwing it down.
My name is Morgan Paris-Lanza. I'm the executive director and one of the founding organizers of Bellingham Girls Rock Camp. Not only is it an opportunity for kids to learn music, write a song, express themselves, but they also gain these leadership skills that they might not get in other places. It's a program, it's a culture as well as an entire movement, and we really want everybody to feel like they're a part of it, because they are. We all rock.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Back here in Bellingham as you take a look at TJ, the up fake, and Jasinski driving to the hole. 42-41, Clan by a bucket, or half a bucket, 1 point. I was going to say a penny, but that doesn't really,
Yeah, half a bucket, that works. Jasinski now with 1,460 points on his career. He is 5 points away from tying for 10th all time.
After the timeout, Viking basketball looking to retake the lead. Leif Anderson nowhere to go, and he is fouled.
Anderson there was pivoting around trying to find someone to pass the ball to, and Drew Bryson just tried to hit the ball out, got a little bit too much contact, knocked Leif Anderson right back. That's now 5 team fouls on the Clan, just 1 on the Vikings. Western way ahead in that regard.
Menace to Rojas. Menace gets it back, off window and in. Vikings back in front, 43-42. Provenzano with it for the Clan. Inside 11 minutes now left in Carver Gym. 3 from the top is good. Corey Nigamasabo with the triple.
Nigamasabo making his first 3 of the year there, actually. He was 0 of 1 before that. He's now 1 of 2, shooting 50%.
Ball out of bounds to the Vikings.
Vikings trailing by 2 here. It looks like Jalen Green will check back into the game for D'Angelo Minutes, which is very interesting. Leif Anderson now will take over point guard duties. Very tall lineup in for Western with Rojas, Jasinski, Jalen Green, and Logan Schilder.
Schilder's bumps, buckets, good. He'll go to the line for an attempt at a three-point play. We are tied at 45.
Attempt for a three-point play and an attempt to give the Vikings back the lead. And quite a few lead changes in this game. The teams are tied once again. Logan can put them back on.
Misses the free throw. Rebound to the Clan. Penny with it. Left-hand dribble. Provenzano now in the corner. Goes baseline. The floater is good. What touch? Michael Provenzano, 47-45. Clan in front.
Clan's starting to get hot here, shooting 50% in the second half, 4 of 6 from 3. Their offense is starting to click.
Jalen Green gets opened under the basket. Tied yet again, 47 all. 10 minutes left in Bellingham.
Both of these teams have offensive game plans that are working right now. It'll come down to which defense wants to step up.
Foul called on Western Washington. Will it be on Jalen Green? No, it'll be on Logan Schilder.
And we've said it so much, Schilder there wanting to get aggressive, wanting to get that block. It was Provenzano, I believe, driving in. Logan actually went over to try and double him and get a block, which isn't really necessary, and it left Ziga Masabo wide open. Logan then was late on the rotation. Foul. Free throws ensued.
Second free throw missed. Rojas, the rebound. 9:48 and counting. Clan up, 48-47. Jalen Green with it now. Leif Anderson in front of his own bench. Back to Green. Schilder way out top. Looking for TJ. Instead finds Rojas. 9 to shoot. Rojas attacks the rack outside Anderson. Anderson's floater short. Schilder the rebound and put back. Vikings back in front.
And there's the aggression you like to see. Vikings grabbing their own offensive rebound and putting it in for the second chance point. All they need to do is more of that and prevent Simon Fraser from continuing to do the same.
Provenzano finds Bryson. His 3 is short. TJ the rebound for Western Washington. 9 minutes left inside Carver Gym. Back and forth we go. Vikings currently up 1. Jasinski says, I'll shoot this 3 and knock it down. 52-48 Vikings.
Knocked that down. Knocked that one down right in the face of Jasdeep Singh. Over his last 3 games, Jasinski shooting 50% from 3. Knocks one down there.
Singh looks to answer and does from way downtown. 52-51 Vikings by a point.
2 heavyweights trading blows. Singh and Trevor Jasinski, the leading scorers on each of these teams. trading three-point bombs. It'll be those two that drag their team to a victory here.
Foul away from the basketball, down low under the bucket. That foul is on Drew Bryson of Simon Fraser.
Take a look here at Jasinski's three, nothing but net. Singh on Jasinski has been a defensive matchup all night. Right now, Jasinski has 9 points, Singh 17. Trevor Jasinski now with that three is tied with Ira Graham and Jeff Dick for 10th all-time in Western scorers in their career with 1,465 points.
53-51 as Green hits the first. Jalen out of Renton, Washington. Second free throw. He lets it fly. Off back iron, rebound to Bellotta. Bellotta hands off to Provenzano. Clan can tie it or take the lead. Penny in front of his own bench. Into the lane. His shot. A foul called on Jalen Green. Tony Dominguez cannot believe it. He's almost out near half court.
As it stands, there's a foul on Jalen Green. We'll take a look at it here. Jalen Green fouling the shooter. Simon Fraser will head to the line with a chance to tie it. 53-51, Vikings on top. 7:59 remaining in the second half. We'll be right back on Vikings TV.
We've been graced with this exceptional puzzle that is the planet.
This summer, the Kilauea volcano started erupting.
What we were interested in was expanding our knowledge of the volcano into this domain that's hard to see.
It was the closest I think I'll ever be to seeing such a raw physical process happen in front of my eyes.
This is what we do at Western. We give undergraduates these hands-on research experiences.
This trip has opened my eyes to how incredible research can be. It changed my life.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
A bird's eye view here inside Carver Gym. 53-51, Vikings by 2 over the Clan. And Penny to the line to shoot free throws after the timeout.
Both of these teams' offenses are clicking. Western, they have hit 6 of their last 7 shots. Simon Fraser has hit 5 of their last 6 shots. Both teams scoring quickly, and we've seen a number of lead changes and ties. Neither team able to pull away. We'll see what defense wants to make a stop and what offense wants to keep on clicking.
Second free throw missed. Shoulder the rebound, and he is fouled. He has to walk that one off. 7:57 left. Shoulder to the line.
That foul was called on Julian Roach. Roach now with 3 team fouls, along with Bryson, Singh, Hannon, and Niga Masabo with 2.
Shoulder missed the free throw. Rebound to Penny and the Clan.
That almost sounds like a rap group name. Penny and the Clan.
Let's do it. The Clan can take the lead. A bucket will give them that back. And Penny attacks the rack. The littlest man on the floor doing big things. 54-53 Clan.
And you got that layup up over Jalen Green and Logan Schilder, both great shot blockers.
Jasinski, 9 points on the evening, finds Jalen Green. Sion Rojas in front of his own bench. Rojas to Green on the block, loses the basketball momentarily and gets it back. Shoots the jumper off iron. Back come the Clan up by 1. Bellata into the lane. Nobody stops his penetration. He lays it up and in. 56-53, Clan by 3.
Clan very slowly beginning to go on a run here. Western needs a solid offensive possession to get some points and level this thing back out.
Rojas loses the handle. Cross court to TJ. Jasinski outside. Schilder right back to Sion Rojas in the lane. Off window, it's short. Rebound to the Clan. Penny with it. They head to Bellata. Bellata into the lane. Jasinski might have got a hand on that one. The save to Anderson. Rojas attacking the rack off glass. He is not fouled, but he does hit WECU court. Vikings trail by 1. 6:21 remaining. Timeout on the floor. As you take a look at Rojas coming in to your living room. Viking full timeout here on Vikings TV. 56-55, Clan by 1.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
(56-55) Clan by 1. 6:21 left here in Bellingham, Washington. Sean Wally alongside Ben Bagley, or we could call you WWU Webcast.
We all, here at the scores table, we each have our own little name tag, and there's two here, 2 spots for me and Sean. They say, "Welcome to Carver Gym, WWU Webcast." And Sean here just pulled out his own name tag that says Sean Wally Vikings TV. So I don't know if he specially printed it himself or something, but all of a sudden, he's named not just WWU Webcast.
You think I did this? This is on WWU paper, man.
There we go. So does Mr. Wally and Mr. Webcast here bringing you this game tonight. You gonna go home and frame that?
Needs to be laminated, framed.
Man,
sure, absolutely.
I think you should. Carry around your wallet too.
In 40 years, remember when? Clan up by 1. 6:15 remaining. Final home game of the season for Western Washington. Provenzano to Singh. Top of the key, guarded by Cam Rutherford. Left-hand dribble in the lane. Now the jumper from the left elbow off left side of the rim. Rojas the rebound. Vikings looking to retake the lead.
Both of these teams looking to go on a run now. Neither one wants it to be this tight with just 2 minutes to go, so they're looking to pull ahead now.
Jasinski outside to Rojas. Right back to TJ. They swing it to Minnis. Cam Rutherford on the left block. Double teamed outside. Minnis for 3. High arcing. Twine singing 58-56 after the 3.
That's a great way to start a run. A big 3 by the redshirt freshman. He has been on fire recently. Vikings now with more assists than turnovers. That's a good sign. They just have to keep it going.
Rutherford has the steal into the lane to the rack. The finger roll is good. Vikings up 4.
And we just mentioned going on a run is huge right here. All of a sudden, Vikings on a 5-0 run of their own. 4-point lead. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Goodness, bodies hitting the floor. Foul called as Bellata tried to rise and pack it. Cam Rutherford said, not in my house.
Cam Rutherford is actually called for that foul, but he cannot believe it. Let's see it right here. Going up, he ended up getting just too much wrist on that one for it to be a clean block. Still showing the power that Rutherford possesses and Bellata, the bravery to go up there and contest it, drawing a foul and headed to the line. Also glad both players are okay. Had quite a big collision on the bottom of WECU court. Bellata knocks down the first free throw. And it's back to a 3-point game. Western is on a 7-1 run in the last 2 minutes of play. However, Simon Fraser getting to the line, knocking down some free throws. No quit in either team. Lane violation is called, so that free throw will be waived. It will remain a 3-point game.
.454 remaining in this GNAC battle. Vikings up 3. (60-57). D'Angelo Menace out near half court. Menace off the screen from Cam. Out top they go to Rojas. 8 to shoot. Rojas attacks the lane, and he is fouled to the dismay of the Clan.
Rojas has put together a solid all-around game. 8 points, 4 of 9 shooting, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Looking to break into double-digit points here at the line.
Rojas, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists to the line for free throws. First one, barely touches the net. (61-57), Vikings by 4. Rojas trying to make it 5. Free throw on its way and down. 62-57. Vikings extend the lead to 5.
That's great for Rojas. He's actually just a 61% free throw shooter on the year. Nice job by him locking in and knocking down 2 big free throws here with just about 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play.
Penny to Bellotta. Bellotta for 3. A high arcing 3 is short. Gets his own rebounds. In the lane, attacks Trevor. Shot short again. Rojas, the defensive rebound for the Vikings. Rojas slowing things down. Inside 4 minutes to play. The Viking bucket here could go a long way, as they're already up 5. Menace to the rack. Up and in. 64-57. Menace has 16 on the night.
Menace is just so quick. All of a sudden, he's standing at the 3-point line, just hanging out, and all of a sudden, boom, he's to the basket, laying it in. He just moves so quickly, but they call him the Rocket because he's just so explosive.
Singh for Bellotta, overthrows off the backboard. Right to Rojas it goes. Rojas in the corner. Backing down Penny on the baseline. Outside for Menace. And it was tipped off the Clan, so it will not be a turnover. It'll be Viking basketball. Three minutes, 15 seconds left in Bellingham. Vikings 64, Clan 57. We'll return after this on Vikings TV. Back here in Bellingham, Washington, inside Carver Gym. A few of those faces you might recognize. The women's basketball team here at Western Washington already defeated Simon Fraser tonight, and the men looking to do the same.
Right behind the women's basketball team, I believe it's members of Logan Schilder's family. They're all wearing shirts with his face on it. See Danny Iwami and Avery Dykstra there dancing with pictures of Anna Schwecke and Lexi Bland, some of the seniors on the women's basketball team. But back in this one, in the last 3 minutes and 50 seconds of play, Western is on an 11-1 run. Simon Fraser is scoreless in their last minute 40 of game action. Western going on that critical run, looking to continue that run and put this nail in the coffin over the next 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Menace with it for the Vikings off the screen from Cam. Look at the shake and bake. Oh, he lost the handle. Gets it back to Anderson. 3 to shoot. Cam fires from deep. Off iron. Battle for the basketball. And a foul is called on Western Washington.
Vikings unfortunate there, out of the timeout. I'm pretty sure they just forgot about the shot clock. There was no reset because before the timeout, the ball was thrown into backcourt, tipped, went out of bounds. So the shot clock had wound down all the way, I believe it was at 8, 9, or 10. So Rutherford there had no idea the shot clock was that low, had to throw up a shot. You can see here, foul called on Sion Rojas, his third.
Bucket is good by Penny, 64-59, and then he knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Viking basketball.
David Penny is 3 of his last 3 from the floor.
Rojas has 8 points on the night. To Jasinski. Cam Rutherford on the block, working on Singh. His hook is short. Singh has it to Penny. .2:15 and counting here inside Carver Gym on the campus of Western Washington University. Penny to Singh. He's hit some clutch threes here tonight. Penny gets it back, 10 to shoot. Runs right into Cam, no call. His shot not even close, but Singh gets the rebound and cannot answer. Rutherford the rebounds. 1:50 left. Vikings up 5. Western Washington 12-6 in conference. Win here tonight would move them to 13 victories. Trying to keep that number 2 ranking in the conference. Ball out of bounds to Western Washington.
Western Washington now on a drought of their own. Scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds of game action. This game has certainly been a game of runs. Western just went on a big one. However, scoreless now, they've almost canceled out their own run.
Menace finding a hole, getting to the rack, 66-59. Vikings up 7. Bellotta wasting no time, but he threw it away right to TJ.
And that's big now. We're going to head to under a minute remaining after this possession. Vikings with a 7-point lead. That's 3 possession. Western in a good spot here.
Jasinski is fouled with 1:08 remaining. Vikings up 7. TJ will go to the line. That foul on Michael Hannon, as you see somehow Menace splitting the defenders off window and in.
Trevor Jasinski to the line here. If he nails this shot, he will move into 10th place by himself all time in the Western Washington University men's basketball record books.
Out of Camas, Washington, free throw is good.
And he does it. He now has 1,466 points. He just passed Ira Graham and Jeff Dick, who are now tied at 11th at 1,465. Big congratulations to Trevor Jasinski, top 10 all-time scoring in Western Washington history.
Jasinski missing the second free throw. He has 10 points tonight. 1:01 remaining. And Singh is fouled. He will head to the line. Cam Rutherford hit with the foul. That is his third.
Singh is going to need to nail both these free throws to give Simon Fraser a chance and cut it to 6 points.
First free throw is good. 18 points on the night for Singh. Singh bends at the knees. Second free throw, too strong. Rojas the rebound, inside 1 minute left in the home season for Western Washington. They should be able to hang on, up by 7. Jasinski double teamed and fouled. A timeout taken by Tony Dominguez in Western Washington. 49.9 seconds remaining, just a 30-second timeout. So while we have a moment, we will let you know that the Director of Athletics is Steve Card here at Western Washington University. Senior Associate Director Steve Brummel. Director of Athletic Communications is Jeff Evans. A big thank you to everyone here at Vikings TV. Tonight, that is John, Carla, Jamie, Matt, Mike, Carolyn, Daniel, and of course, one Ben Bagley.
And of course, Sean Wally. Thank you to you as well for everything you've done for Western Athletics this season.
You know, it's amazing the season's already done.
It certainly has gone fast. We're actually on to softball season now. I will be working play-by-play for the softball team, so if you just somehow fell in love with my voice over the course of this season, be sure to tune into Western Softball. They have a great team. They're going to be a whole lot of fun to watch this season as well.
I hope you didn't learn too much from me.
I will be a Sean Wally clone.
45 seconds left. The Clan not fouling. Interesting move. 6 to shoot. Rojas with the basketball. 3 on the way. Short. Rebound to Singh. 30 seconds remain. They need a bucket and quick. Singh for 3. Off iron. Rebound to Menace, and that will do it. Menace fouled in the backcourt. 7-point lead for Western Washington. 18.8 seconds remain.
Looking forward for the Vikings, they will have one more game. That will be this Thursday at Montana State Billings. Tip-off is at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time for that one. And then after that, it's on to the postseason. Vikings with this win in a good position to lock up that number 2 seed in the GNAC tournament. That will be held at Seattle Pacific University. And after that, depending on how the tournament goes and how the rankings goes, Vikings could make their way into the West Regional Tournament. If they win out there, they would, of course, head to the NCAA tournament.
3 on the way with 10 seconds left. Missed by the Clan. And the roar here inside Carver Gym as the Western Washington Vikings have a 9-point victory, moving to 13-6 in conference.
Big congratulations to all of these seniors on their roster, closing out their career with a victory at home. Trevor Jasinski, Sion Rojas, Logan Schilder, Cam Rutherford, Leif Anderson, and Tucker Innengunberg. Final score here from Carver, 69-60. Vikings victorious in their final game at home this season. Senior night is a win. Vikings improved to 18-9, 13-6 in GNAC play. Simon Fraser 15-13, 8-11 in GNAC play. Western Washington currently a half-game lead over Northwest Nazarene for the number 2 spot, looking to lock that up this Thursday at Montana State Billings.
Vikings have won 4 in a row, which is a good sign as they're getting healthier by the day, and they can finish out the
fist bumps, high fives all around from this Western roster. Stay tuned as Sean Wally will be interviewing some of the seniors who were victorious here on their final game at home.
Head coach Tony Dominguez set to join me one final time here courtside after the 9-point victory. Tony, senior night, seniors get a victory in their final game.
A little disjointed. Came off a big win, quick turnaround, late start. What other excuse can I give? But it was disjointed, but we got the win.
Simon Fraser played a good game. And
yes.
I think they're better than the record shows.
Well, they got a pretty decent record, too. The league record was, it's okay, but they have an overall really good record. They are very good. A lot of pieces. They're missing their second leading scorer, and he's very good as well. So they're tough, well-coached, good program.
6 seniors that'll be leaving your program once the season's done. What was your message to them tonight, their final home game?
Well, I was talking with our coaches about this. It's an interesting game because it's not our final game, and we've got so much more to play. And so someone asked me if I was emotional. Well, I will be at the end of the year because this group really stuck with us, me, and I love them to death. But this isn't our last game, so I didn't feel that type of emotion yet. But what we did say is we've got a bigger prize to play for than just senior night. We've got to try to get second place in this league. We've got to try to get to the regionals. So we have a lot more to play for, and I was very proud of all of them.
Tony, it's been a fun year. Thanks for having me back, and
yes.
Good luck on let's see, you move on Thursday to Montana State Billings.
Yes. Well, you've been awesome. It's been great, and we'll keep it rolling.
Let's do it. 4 in a row for your squad.
Yep, talk to the seniors.
And we'll do that next as we have Logan Schilder set to join us here shortly. After the 69-60 Western Washington win. That's 4 in a row. They moved to 18-9 overall, 13-6 in conference, second in the conference for sure. Right now, Logan is talking to friends and family at the moment. He will be here momentarily. One of the 6 seniors here at Western Washington University. (69-60) Vikings win over Simon Fraser. Logan Schilder, 10 points on the evening, and Schilder sits down to join me here courtside at WECU Court. Logan, has it sunk in, your final game here in Bellingham?
Honestly, I was just telling my friends and family that it really just did. I mean, I played a lot of games in Bellingham, grew up here, and yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You ended on a good note, 10 points, a 9-point victory. That's 4 in a row for your squad. You're healthy, you're playing well right now.
Yeah, we're finally playing together as a team. We still need to lock it down on defense a little bit, but I think we're starting to gel a little bit at the right time of the season. So,
what was Coach's message to you guys, being seniors, your final game here inside Carver Gym?
He just said enjoy it. We looking at Trevor right now too. Like, we've been through a lot here and stuck it out, but we have a lot more to do this season than just this. So we got to embrace it. But once the game started, we know we need to just play ball.
Homegrown here in Bellingham. How does it feel to finish it out?
It's unbelievable. I want to give a shout out to my mom. She's in New Zealand right now, so she comes every single game, but had to miss senior night. So, but I love you, Mom. So
hopefully she's watching right now. Yeah. You can wave to her.
Love you, Mom.
Logan Schilder doing good things for Western Washington. Season's not done.
No, sir.
Go take care of business on Thursday and then the GNAC tournament.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Sean.
Logan Schilder, this 7-footer, or Mount Schilder as.
Thanks, Grampy. I got so many friends, family on the East Coast that stay up to like 3 o'clock.
Logan saying he has tons of friends and family on the East Coast that watch the game and support him and all of the Vikings. Trevor Jasinski joining us here one final time at Western Washington University here inside Carver Gym. Trevor Jasinski, Carver Gym, your home games are done. How does that feel?
Man, it's really bittersweet. You know, put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this court for this program, and man, just overcome with emotion. But, man, just happy we could get the win today. No doubt.
10 points on the night, and it is an important 9-point victory because you stay in second place in the conference.
Yep, definitely. I mean, it wasn't pretty. We didn't shoot as well today as we've been shooting from 3 the last couple games, but I thought we played to the buzzer hard. We went through some adversity and battled through and came out with a dub. So,
you are now alone in 10th place, all-time scoring here at Western Washington. How does that feel?
Man, it's crazy to get on senior night. Also, you know, it's really credit to everybody though for my success. To the greats before me that kind of took me under their wing, like Jeffrey Parker and Taylor Stafford. To my teammates that pushed me in the past, like Trey and DC. And to my teammates now who put me in positions to score. My coaches as well. It's really like it's everybody. It wasn't just me who did it out there.
You can see the emotion in your eyes and on your face.
Yep.
Definitely a bittersweet moment for sure, but a lot of basketball left in you and in this team.
That's right. Definitely. We got to make our final push. Got to take care of Billings on Thursday and then start preparing for the GNAC tournament where we know we could do some damage.
Let's do it, man. It's been great getting to know you and calling games with you your games for 2 seasons now.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. It's been a pleasure, Sean. Appreciate you. Also want to give a quick shout-out to my homie Mason back home. Just want to let him know I love him. I'm there for him.
Trevor Jasinski, 10th all-time scoring leader now for Western Washington. Go get him in Billings and then attack the GNAC.
Let's do it.
Trevor Jasinski, 10 points tonight. The 9-point victory for Western Washington, 69-60 over the Clan. Trevor getting mobbed by friends and family. An awesome guy and a great basketball player. Ben Bagley, your final thoughts. One final time in 2019-2020.
This team is a whole lot of fun to watch. I'm glad they got their difficulties sorted out. They were on a great stretch earlier in the year. They went through a really rough stretch. Nothing was really clicking. Now 4 wins in a row. They're set up well to go into Montana State Billings in the GNAC tournament. We've got a lot to be excited for, and I'm excited for them as well.
Ben Bagley, you enjoy calling some softball?
I certainly will. Thank you.
My next move, I'm going to call some high school basketball at the Tacoma Dome.
There you go. Just bring the same energy and you'll be golden.
Final look at the stats. It all adds up to a 9-point Western Washington victory. They are 13-6 in conference, holding position number 2. Next game on the road Thursday, Montana State Billings, and then on to the GNAC tournament.
On to the GNAC tournament, and even looking forward to next year. 6 seniors are graduating. We talked in the pregame that they account for over 50% of the stats in 6 different statistical categories. These seniors have been a huge addition to this roster. Next year is going to be a whole lot of fun. A lot of red shirts coming off that year going to be ready to go. It's going to be a brand new team next year. But first, this year has to finish. Vikings looking to finish strong in the GNAC in the West Regional Tournament.
Vikings are not done yet, but we are here on Vikings TV. Ben Bagley, thanks for all your work this year.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you hopefully in the fall. For everybody here at Vikings TV, I'm Sean Wally. Good night one more time from Bellingham.